This morning, a Sunbury School Board member resigns. What we know so far.
Plus, the president and president-elect together for a transition meeting. What they had to say. Good Thursday morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now This Morning. I'm Kyrie Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford.
And we're alongside the whole crew. We got meteorologist Savannah Brito, Josh Sprider, and Michelle Renee Quinn with us at the desk today. And that's because I have a question of the day for us today.
Okay,
so this has been a hotly debated topic. It comes around every single year, and I've been seeing it more so on social media the past week. So is it too early to start playing Christmas or holiday music? Yes or no?
You guys already know my answer.
We gotta play them. Like, if it's on the radio stations, then.
But you're not gonna go out of your way?
No. I don't really like Christmas music. Hot takes.
Whoa, I'm out.
Just like any Christmas music?
It's on, I'll listen to it, but I am not going to put it on.
Not
even
like
Christmas. Come on.
Yes.
Not even that one?
But is it too early?
Christmas music.
Okay, so no.
Yeah.
Not too early, no.
Not too early.
I'm feeling it. I'm in the holiday spirit this year.
Yes, me too. Some people said that you have
just not enough.
Exactly. And some people said you need to wait till after Thanksgiving or December 1st, but I say
So, interesting enough though, Thanksgiving's so late this year, there's less time in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's why people are like, go early, start doing it early.
That's a good point.
Christmas season's short.
And just because we listen to Christmas carols doesn't mean we don't care about Thanksgiving.
That's true.
The turkey tastes the same on Thanksgiving Day.
Worried
Some
about
people
hurting
think we're
Thanksgiving's
leaving it
feelings.
behind. Exactly. But we have been talking about snow in the forecast, potentially.
Yikes.
Just potentially.
Yeah, possibility that we do see that, but that system would start as rain and then actually transition in with some wet snow possibly. But we're still seeing rain this morning, and that actually leading to some visibility issues out there. We're down to 7 miles in Madison, 1.5 miles in Janesville, so you can really see where that contour is a little bit more dense, basically south of Janesville, down towards the Illinois-Wisconsin border and across northern Illinois. But we're still going to see these fluctuate with that rain continuing to move in. So pretty much decreasing, or at least breaking up right as it entered over Dane County. But northern Dane County, like Wanakee and then areas just north of the Dells, that's where all the heaviest of the rain is still falling right now. We do have a couple spotty showers near Monroe and Greene County, but those are expected to continue to move east and break up. We'll talk about how long cloud cover will stick around, and also that system next week that we've been detailing all week so far, and if it could bring us a little bit of snow.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Top of the news this hour, a member of the Sun Prairie Area School District has resigned over the handling of a former principal's departure.
In a Facebook post, Alwyn Foster says his decision to resign is based on issues related to black staff members historically. The community elected Foster to the Board of Education in 2021.
It was October 23rd, the district announced East High School principal Renee Coleman would no longer serve as principal. The district did not give a reason, though, for her departure. Associate Athletic Director Jim Ertl is serving as interim. Foster did not elaborate on specific issues impacting black staff members that pushed him to step down.
In other news, State Senator Melissa Agard has been sworn in as the Dane County Executive. Agard is not a newcomer to public office. She served in the State Assembly for 8 years before spending the last 3 in the Senate. Her term in the Senate ends next year. She says she'll continue to fight for issues she's been vocal about throughout her career.
But we've been on the right side of history with many of the issues that we've been advocating for. Union rights, the ability for hardworking people to be able to get ahead, cannabis legalization. We haven't crossed the finish line with all of those things.
Agard will replace interim Dane County Executive Jamie Kuhn. Kuhn took over for Joe Parisi after he retired in May. Agard will serve the rest of the term and run for re-election in the spring.
6:03, new this morning, $1.5 million is on its way to improving Wisconsin roads.
Now that comes from federal funding towards road safety. And our Michelle Renee Quinn is here with the details. Good morning.
Chris, Kyrie, good morning. $1 million of that federal funding will go to Dane County. It comes from the bipartisan infrastructure law President Joe Biden signed nearly 2 years ago. The city of Madison will get money for the development of local safety agency action plans and supplemental planning activities to achieve the city's Vision Zero goal of having no road deaths by 2040. The Greater Madison Metropolitan Planning Organization will receive funds to support Fitchburg, Shorewood Hills, and Dane County to develop safety action plans. It will also support Cottage Grove's Action Transportation Plan and Verona's Safe Routes to School Plan. The rest of that money will go to 2 other counties, including Rock. $320,000 will go towards developing a safety action plan, and that includes demonstration activities such as piloting high-friction surface treatment, wet reflective pavement markings, and chevrons on multiple curves in the county.
All right, Michelle Renee, thank you. In national news now, President-elect Donald Trump visited the White House at the invitation of President Joe Biden. This comes as he announces a flurry of cabinet positions. Those include former U.S. Representative Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence, Florida Senator Marco Rubio as Secretary of State, and Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz for Attorney General. Not to mention, the House Ethics Committee is set to vote on whether to release a report which surrounds an investigation into sexual misconduct and obstruction allegations against Gaetz. However, during a White House meeting, both President Biden and Trump promised a smooth transition.
Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need.
Politics is tough, and it's in many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get.
White House officials say after their meeting, the 2 joined cabinet members to discuss important national security and domestic issues facing the nation.
There's a renewed debate about the safety of fluoride in drinking water. It's sparked by a position from Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who said that Donald Trump would push to remove fluoride from drinking water on his first day in office. State Journal reports at least 9 Wisconsin communities have decided this year to stop adding fluoride to their drinking water, and at least 6 more are considering it. The CDC says fluoride in drinking water has contributed to better oral health over 75 years and has been endorsed by more than 100 dental and health organizations.
The latest Consumer Price Index report shows that inflation rose 2.6% last month. That's a slight increase from September. It comes even as the Federal Reserve has begun cutting interest rates and grocery store prices are beginning to cool. The report shows the uptick is driven in part by higher housing and transportation costs.
All right, let's check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito, see what's coming up in your first one forecast. Hey there.
Hey guys, we're still tracking heavy showers Waunakee northward up to Buffalo. We'll talk about when that's expected to end.
Plus, it is Thursday morning, which means we are already working for the weekend in the 608 this morning. I'll have 3 things for you to do with the family just ahead.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month or get 3.99% APR for 72 months on a new Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Menards is your lighting headquarters. We have a great selection of lights from top brands, including Good Earth Lighting. Whether you're looking for a light that complements your unique style or helps with your home projects, we have you covered. Check out this 44-inch, 10,000 lumen LED shop light featuring a durable aluminum body with a tread plate design. Perfect for tough environments. Get it for only $29.98 after an 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copeland Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your road. Copeland treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here. It's a great place to work.
Hot tubs, hot tubs, hot tubs. The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands like Hot Spring Hot Tubs, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month, 0% financing. Swim spas up to $20,000 off. Saunas as low as $79 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas. SpaExpoWisconsin.com.
Everyone has their own idea of what fitness means to them. Here's what it means to us. We believe fitness can be more than exercise, that it can build a better tomorrow. It can change how you feel. It can build more than muscle. It can build community. And no matter what your reason, the common goal is simple. It's for a better tomorrow. Join us for a better tomorrow.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
This month's Madison Magazine feature cover story is on a Madison music icon, Butch Vig. And Kurt Stream is joining us this morning to talk about the conversation that he had with Butch and what went into this story and what readers can expect. Hey, thanks for taking the time to join us this morning. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So when it came about, you got the interview with Butch. This is someone who you looked up to, someone who was producing all these records that were the soundtracks of our youth. What was it like talking to him in person, and what did you guys get into?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. Followed him since I was a teenager in the 90s, so to suddenly be at his front door was a pretty surreal experience. And we had a long conversation just about music and about his upbringing, and it was really eye-opening, and it was awesome.
How does he talk about the work that he's done? Is there a sense of pride there? You know, is it just, you know, this is who I am? You know, what was he like talking about this stuff?
It just really brings out how much he loves music. Talking about records he recorded 30 years ago, just like it was last week. He just has a work ethic of just putting your head down, and there's no ego or anything. So it's pretty cool.
How does he talk about Madison when you bring it up to him? What's it like?
Madison's, you know, still incredibly important to him, and it's kind of his forever hometown. Just being in his home studio, it's mostly gold records and Packer memorabilia. So like
That's cool.
He takes a lot of Wisconsin with him, and he puts a lot of effort into maintaining that connection.
So what can readers expect for this article that you've put together?
I think it's just kind of a comprehensive, full story of what made Butch who he is and his accomplishments, and close to 50 years of music. And I think we all know these public figures from Madison and from Wisconsin that we all know, but you know, getting the whole story is kind of what fascinates me, and I think the readers are really going to enjoy it.
All right. Well, I can't wait to read it myself. Kurt, thank you so much for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
6:13 Thursday morning. That means it's almost the weekend in the 608.
Josh Ryder is looking forward to it, of course, and he's here now with your weekend planner. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. So I'm looking at 3 things for you to do with your family this weekend in the 608. Let's get right to it this morning. The Dane County Farmers Market may have moved off Capitol Square for the year, but the show goes on Saturday at the Monona Terrace. This will be the first of 4 holiday markets with the same homegrown goods that you can find at the outdoor markets, just indoors. It's a way for you to continue supporting local farmers and makers to finish off 2024. There are 5 total holiday markets this month and next. It is open Saturdays from 7:30 a.m. to noon. Well, Saturday is also opening day for the Lake Ridge Bank River Rink in Monona. Ice skating will be available from 11 to 9. Admission for Monona residents is $5 a person. Youth skating admission is also $5. And for non-Monona residents, it's $6. Skate rental is also available for $5 each. And if Saturday doesn't work for you, there will be plenty of chances to hit the ice this season. Then later on Saturday, Oregon comes to town to take on the Badgers at Camp Randall. They'll be playing under the lights once again in this season with a 6:30 kickoff. That means Badger Bash will be off and running around 4 o'clock on Saturday with performances by the UW Marching Band. This is a 50-year Union tradition. Badger Bash is free and open to the public. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to our section of channel3000.com and click on the 608 tab.
All right.
Big football game this weekend.
Big football game. Yeah, it's sold out at Camp Randall. I also saw that it's sold out for men's basketball at the Kohl Center on Friday night.
Oh.
So it is going to be a big weekend for Bucky.
Wait, who are they playing?
Which team?
Oh, wait. Are they playing Arizona? Is that
Arizona? Yeah,
Arizona.
for basketball,
okay,
and Oregon for football. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, big one.
It's going to be a big weekend in Madison. Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh,
Thanks, Josh.
You bet.
Josh is always looking for inspirational stories to feature in the 608. Got an idea? Reach out and let him know about it.
Let's check in now with meteorologist Savannah Brito. How's the visibility for people headed out the door this morning?
Those are actually still dropping. Madison holding at 7 miles like we saw a little bit ago, but the Dell is now down to 5. Janesville at 1.5 miles. You can see where this contour is a little bit more dense or prominent. That's down Janesville and south across northern Illinois. So visibilities as the rain moves out of here, like areas in Lone Rock, Viroqua, La Crosse, Black River Falls, those are rising back up to near full visibility. Full visibility is 10 miles. All the showers, the heaviest, that stretches in a line north of Madison, up near Wanakee through Poinet, Portage, Montello. All of the heaviest of the rainfall, that's stretching along US 51 and then along I-39-90. So that's going to continue to move eastward, then out of here. The rest of us will continue to dry up through about mid-morning. By late morning, we're still talking about some spotty showers lingering towards Waukesha, Milwaukee, but the rest of us west of Madison and including Dane County, that's pretty much going to have subsided. The low that develops across Texas and the Panhandle near that area, that's set to track in similar to what we were thinking yesterday. Models are still showing pretty much exactly the same thing. By Tuesday morning, that's going to track in just to our southwest. By Wednesday morning, that low actually going to occlude or become more surface-based. The cold front going to catch up to the warm front, hence leading occlusion, and that low to kind of cut off a little bit. So we could be dealing with wet snow mixing in. As far as accumulation goes, though, Tuesday into Wednesday, this would all come as rain because temperatures are going to be warm. Surface temperatures will be very warm because we're going to be in the mid to even upper 50s, taking us through that even into Tuesday. But with the low and temperatures falling during the nighttime hours, that's not going to happen till Thursday and Friday, but the system will linger and stall overhead for a couple of days below freezing level. That's expected Thursday and Friday night. So anything as far as accumulation goes, I think that'll be really above the ground, grassy surfaces, elevated surfaces, cars, rooftops, things like that, if we are able to see this. The track is going to change before we get here, but just know it's possible and definitely going to see a big potent system midweek next week.
For the 5th time in the last 43 years, a #1 ranked team is coming to Camp Randall, and that would be Big Ten newbie Oregon. Saturday night is the 7th meeting all-time between the two, the first since the 2020 Rose Bowl game, and big-time opponents are nothing new to the Badgers this season. The Ducks are the 3rd top 5 team to play in Madison, and this group says they're not worried about that #1 in front of Oregon's name.
I know our team isn't like nervous at all just because of a number or just because of a team name. Like, we know what we can do, and we're also a really good team too. So it's not like we have any worries, any fears or anything like that. Like, we know what we can do, and now we just got to go out and prove it.
This week I feel like we got a good opportunity to kind of get over that hump. Obviously, you say that every week, but I feel like we're in a good spot right now mentally. You know what I'm saying? We took some L's. We've been punched a little bit, took some gut punches, but we're still standing, and we're going to be ready to go Saturday.
Well, for more on Wisconsin's matchup against Oregon, be sure to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle with Austin Brown. Show airs at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. After 3 quote-unquote cupcake games, Wisconsin men's basketball has a huge test ahead of them on Friday night. 9th-ranked Arizona is coming to town, but their opponent isn't the only big thing about that game. At halftime, Hall of Fame head coach Bo Ryan will be recognized, and before the game, UW's back-to-back Final Four teams will be honored, a group that this team says they're excited to play in front of.
Forever grateful for those guys that came before us and laid the pathway down, and now it's just a dream come true to be able to be out there myself and give it my best shot to make them proud and get a win.
They really set the standard of what Wisconsin basketball is supposed to be like, so it is just an honor being able to play after they're being honored for their accomplishments. So, you know, it's definitely a blessing. You know, we're going to try to do our best to hold you guys, or hold ourselves accountable and hold it down.
First road game of the season for the Badger women. Wisconsin was taking on SDSU, and the Jackrabbits handed the Badgers their first loss of the year. Sarah Williams led the way with 19 points, 9 boards, and 4 assists. Bucks hosting the Pistons, and this game was all Giannis. We'll start in overtime, and the big man gets up for the two-handed stuff at the rim, and then Giannis would start the break and find Brooke Lopez, who dials one up from deep. That triple makes it a 5-point game. Giannis was far from done. This time, it's his turn from three-point land. 59 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Just get that man some help. Bucks win it by 7 in overtime. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
We're back. Well, still ahead, we'll tell you about a school only for Santas. And we'll show you a fluffy animal headed to a zoo in our viewing area.
We're back right after this.
Need help with a consumer issue? Contact News 3 Now's Call for Action.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, Snatch Waist. Loving the results. It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now, or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
The days are shorter and the chill is setting in. Is your home ready to face the cold? Coldco's energy-efficient windows can save you money and keep you warm this winter. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no money down and no interest until 2026. Specifically designed for the Midwest, our windows are also backed by nearly 50 years of experience in the industry. Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feltco.
Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during our Black Friday sale, save up to $1,000 on mattress and base bundles and get an instant gift. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Dear road rivals, no truck on the road drives value like the Tundra. Day after day, mile after mile, it all adds up to big savings under the hood. What's under yours? Toyota Tundra.
Right now, you can get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, we're back, Savannah. This weather is just gross and yucky.
I know, we have visibility issues. There's rain moving in. It's not as bad as what we're talking about for next week, though. That'll start as rain on Tuesday, and then we could even see some wet snow mixing in. Ground temperatures will be too warm to see any accumulation at first. But then look at Thursday and Friday nights, we'll be down to under freezing levels. So, you know, this will change a couple more times, but we'll keep you updated.
No way.
Yes, no way.
Snow, yeah.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
What if Juliet got a second chance at life after Romeo? And Juliet, the new hit Broadway musical and the most fun you'll have in a theater. Created by the Emmy-winning writer from Schitt's Creek and pop music's #1 hit maker. And Juliet is exactly what we need right now. Playing November 26th through December 1st at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
Hot tubs, hot tubs, hot tubs. The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands like Hot Spring Hot Tubs, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. 0% financing. Swim spas up to $20,000 off. Saunas as low as $79 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas. SpaExpoWisconsin.com.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
What happened?
Someone took the Bronco out for an extended test drive.
They used all the goat modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
They did it all, man.
Looks like they had a lot of fun.
Those boots are awfully muddy, Sam.
My boots? I did it. I'm gonna do it again.
Lease a new Bronco Sport Big Ben for only $399 a month, or a Bronco Big Ben for just $499 a month for 36 months.
Red 25.
You're going down.
It's a hut.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
I'm open!
Go deep! Because you'll feel totally protected. Also, your family can pursue their dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
This morning, Republicans keep control of the House of Representatives, why their majority could become razor thin.
Plus, on this anti-bullying week, we look at what Madison schools are doing to tackle the issue on their grounds.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning on a rainy Thursday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Unley. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. This is just very easy weather just to want to snuggle up with those covers and not want to get out of bed.
Yeah, what are we doing at work?
I kind of felt that this morning, but I mean, like it was so warm, but I was like, I got to get up and deliver. So
and here we are.
Yes.
For you.
Absolutely.
Let's check with Savannah Brito. She got out of bed today, too, despite the rainy weather. Hey there.
It's always for the viewers, right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the paycheck. That helps, too.
Oh. Just a plus. Just a
Very
plus.
fair. Well, we are forecasting rain still moving in. You can see that radar north of Madison up to just south of Stevens Point. There are some showers, still pretty heavy, but it's been lousy all morning. A steady, very misty kind or drizzle here in Madison and across Dane County. But we'll see that subside by mid-morning. Cloud cover sticks around most of the day, though, unfortunately. We'll be dry, though, the rest of today, Friday, and through Saturday before we turn very active next week. And it looks like as long as the track does hold, and what models are suggesting, that we could see a wintry mix midweek next week. That system starting as rain, but then when that could transition in with some wet snow. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit.
All right, Savannah, thank you. We start with news from Capitol Hill, where Republicans are set to keep control of the House.
It's expected to help President-elect Donald Trump implement his agenda. House Republican leadership will remain unchanged. GOP representatives chose Speaker Mike Johnson and Majority Leader Steve Scalise to remain in their roles. Johnson's selection is not official yet. He'll have to win the vote from the entire House when he begins serving in January.
Currently, Republicans have just enough seats to control the House. There are some still in limbo. 6 races are yet to be called. In addition, President-elect Donald Trump has named or nominated 3 representatives to White House roles. They include Mike Waltz, Elise Stefanik, and Matt Gaetz. The eventual outcomes of these picks and others, including the outstanding House races, could affect the GOP majority.
As for the other chamber, Senator John Thune will serve as the majority leader. Republicans in the Senate chose the South Dakota senator by secret ballot. Thune is in his 4th Senate term and is part of the Republican Party's more traditional wing. He says he'll work together with President-elect Donald Trump to implement Trump's agenda.
We will make sure that the president and his team have the tools and the support that they need to enforce border security laws and to remove the violent criminals who are wreaking havoc in every one of our states.
Senator Thune will replace longtime leader Mitch McConnell. He chose not to continue as Senate Republican leader, but will finish out his term. Thune's rivals for the leadership role were Texas Senator John Cornyn and Florida's Rick Scott.
Local news now. Construction on the new Amazon Fulfillment Center in Cottage Grove is finally underway. Crews broke ground in the facility yesterday. It's 3 million square feet, and Amazon says it's going to provide up to 1,500 new jobs. This operational facility's main purpose is going to be to speed up delivery for folks in the Madison area. It represents an overall $200 million capital investment from Amazon.
This particular site allowed us to get the maximum amount of acreage that we needed for the site, which allowed us to get kind of the site template that we needed. The access to the interstate is incredible for us. Proximity to Chicago, to the city of Madison, and other larger markets that we need to fulfill. This made it a great landing zone for us.
Construction is expected to wrap up sometime in 2026. Since 2010, Amazon has invested more than $11 billion in Wisconsin.
This week is anti-bullying week, and the Madison Metropolitan School District is taking action to deal with the issue. The CDC says 1 in 5 students in high school reported facing bullying on school property this past year. That same study showed female and LGBTQ+ students were more likely to experience bullying than male students. It applies both online and on school property. The CDC also says 1 in 6 high school students experience bullying online. Madison school leaders say resources help them combat bullying.
We provide to our staff that they then can provide to our families and to our students. And that goes through, professional development, to, community-facing resources, and just making sure that the school communities that we are creating in our buildings are such that students feel safe.
For more resources about bullying prevention, you can visit our website. That's channel3000.com. New this morning, $1 million worth of grants are now available to combat teacher shortages.
All right, Michelle Renee Quinn is here with the details. Hey there.
Good morning. That announcement came yesterday as Governor Evers and the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development have $1 million in grants available for the Teacher Training and Recruitment Grant Program. Now, the grants cover 2 years of program costs and are available through DWD's expanded Wisconsin Fast Forward program. Wisconsin nonprofit organizations can apply for up to $500,000 to recruit, train, and license teachers. The Department of Workforce Development Secretary says these grants help ensure no kids are left behind. She said, quote, "All students in Wisconsin have the right to a top-notch education, and we're investing in training teachers so that they can deliver a high-quality education to fuel our workforce of the future." If you're interested in applying, applications can be found on Wisconsin Fast Forward, and they're due by 3 p.m. December 16th.
All right, mark your calendars. Michelle Renee, thank you.
Absolutely.
6:35 now. Experts say the recent presidential election may overwhelm Americans with emotions. They can range from optimism and excitement down to disappointment, frustration, and even fear. Rage, though, is another emotion, but it's not always easy to release that at home or work. Armand Rahman shows us a business in the area that aims to provide a safe place to get it all out.
This election season was a stressful one, whether or not you agreed with the results or if they made you kind of angry. One business in Sauk City said they're seeing more people channel that rage in a healthy way and release it. Or you might just be stressed out by something at work. Don't worry, I won't tell you who I'm thinking of in the newsroom when I do this. That took less than 2 seconds.
It takes 90 seconds for an emotion to fully process its cycle.
But suppressing emotions in your body can cause physical health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes that last much longer. So venting is important for your mind and your body.
You're not carrying that around. You don't have to worry about the big eruption coming out later on. You can just kind of process it and move on with your life.
Amanda Chestnut found she didn't have a safe place to release those emotions when she really needed it.
Well, I started disorderly conduct after my dad passed away, and I was going through the stages of grief. And I hit that anger stage, and I hit it really hard. As an independent mom, I didn't have that ability to kind of like lose it at home.
So the former deputy sheriff opened the rage rooms last year.
Your sessions come with a certain number of baskets.
Now she says she's seeing a lot more people needing to deal with their own life-altering event this month.
With the election in particular, I feel like a lot of people are just in an uncertain space. So they feel maybe like a loss of control.
The week after the election, Chestnut has seen an uptick in people trying to get that sense of control back. That already feels easy when you pick up a sledgehammer or baseball bat.
Take the trophies and smash the heads off of the trophies. Frying pans are probably one of the most laughed at weapon.
You get a private room to let glass, dishes, or electronics have it.
I encourage screaming.
Better to take a bat to something than someone.
They feel lighter. They feel like a weight has been lifted off of their shoulders.
Well, I feel a lot better already now. They also have paint splatter rooms available downstairs for kids' birthday parties. Reporting in Sauk City, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
You had some fun with that one, huh?
Yes, lots of glass breaking.
Well, so disorderly conduct is available online by appointment only. Chestnut says she's already booked through the weekend and has 46 bookings between today and Saturday. You can also donate items like glass, dishes, and electronics to be destroyed. There is a $5 recycling fee.
All right, so lots of fun for friends night out, date night out. There you have it.
There you go. Looks like fun. I'd have fun there.
Well, coming up after the break, a local high school basketball player is headed to a Division I university. His ties to a local legend.
And we do still have visibility issues with rain moving in, but we're keeping our eyes on a system midweek next week. More details coming up.
Plus, it's Thursday morning, which means we're already working for the weekend in the 608. You know me. I'll have 3 things for you to do with your family just ahead.
The holidays. And holiday trips. And holiday toys. And holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $299 a month. Or find your red tag and get 0% financing on the all-new 2025 Equinox.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab-EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab-EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Tonight at 6, a transgender man serving time in the Dane County Jail.
It was made abundantly clear by the Dane County Jail that they didn't know what to do with me.
So he was sent for an extended stay in solitary confinement.
Really drains the humanity out of you being treated like that.
I'm looking into how inmates are classified for placement within the jail's limited space, especially those who are transgender.
We need to keep them safe not only from other residents, but from themselves sometimes.
Barriers behind bars, tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
6:42, a new report by the CDC sheds more light into the E. coli outbreak from the McDonald's Quarter Pounder. The CDC says at least 104 people got sick from the outbreak. Among them, 34 ended up in the hospital. The CDC says slivered onions are the source of the outbreak. They ruled out the beef patties as a potential source. McDonald's pulled the Quarter Pounder from the menus in several states. Those locations have since started serving the meal again. The Food and Drug Administration says there is currently not an ongoing concern with McDonald's food related to the outbreak.
All right, 6:42, check in with Savannah Brito, your first one forecast. What's up there?
Guys, we have visibility issues right now. The rain pretty much north of Madison at this point in time, but 46, so very mild start to our day, but not the best with a drizzle still kind of across Dane County and Madison. And of course, the foggy conditions or the visibility with that heavier rain and all that moisture in the atmosphere. Temperatures will top out in the lower 50s or right near that 50-degree mark. A couple of us might only hang on to those upper 40s, but all the heavier rain, Madison stretching north kind of along I-90 50, 39 still at this point in time near Poinet and Portage, and basically up near Montello. But we are going to see this move out of here by mid-morning. Clouds, those are going to stick with us pretty much all day today. We did see a couple tenths of an inch up to half an inch in Madison and most surrounding areas. Northwest a little less. Our system that we're watching, though, this is basically going to develop near the panhandle of Texas. Next week for us, this will start as rain Tuesday, but then on the track that it does end up taking, which it will change a couple times before we get here, want to note that. And surface and ground temperatures, they're still going to be warm because we're going to be in the mid to even upper 50s all the way leading into Tuesday before temperatures are going to plummet. But if it does take track 1, that's mostly going to be rain for us. Storm track 2, that would be a wintry mix. Storm track 3, which is unlikely, that would all come as snow. So basically the low pressure will eventually become an occluded low pressure. What that means, the cold front catches up to the warm front, hence leading to the purple front sometimes you see on TV. That's an occluded front. Basically, the low pressure is going to hang overhead for some time. That's the purple front that I was talking about. And yes, it will start as rain, but we could actually see some wet snow mixing in behind this. Most of the models are in agreement that we see a little bit of snow with this system. But again, there won't be an accumulation because ground temperatures will be warm. You have to have temperatures that are below freezing level. And that's not set to be the case until we're getting into Thursday and Friday nights. At the end of the 10-day, you see those low temperatures. So it's too far out because we're still 7, 8, 9 days away because this would start Wednesday, at least when that transitions to maybe some snow mixing in through maybe even into next weekend. But yeah, still hard to tell how much we'll see, and that track is set to change a couple times, but it is possible. Just something to be aware of as we head into the middle of next week.
All right, Savannah, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's Thursday morning, which means it's almost the weekend in the 608.
You know what that means? Josh Sprider is looking forward to it. He's here with your weekend planner. Hey, buddy.
Good morning, guys. You ready for the weekend? I know I am, and I've got 3 things for you to do with your family this weekend in the 608. First up, the Dane County Farmers Market may have moved off Capitol Square for the year, but the show goes on Saturday at Monona Terrace. This will be the first of 4 holiday markets with the same homegrown goods that you can find at the outdoor markets just indoors. It is a way for you to continue supporting local farmers and makers to finish off 2024. So there are 5 total holiday markets this month, and next it's open Saturdays from 7:30 to noon. Well, Saturday is opening day for the Lake Ridge Bank River Rink in Monona. Ice skating will be available from 11 to 9. Admission for Monona residents is $5 a person. Youth skating is $5, and for non-Monona residents, it's $6. Skate rentals also available for $5 each. If Saturday doesn't work for you, there will be plenty of chances to hit the ice this season. Finally, later on Saturday, Oregon comes to town to take on the Badgers at Camp Randall. They'll be playing under the lights once again this season with the 6:30 kickoff. That means Badger Bash will be off and running at 4 p.m. on Saturday with performances by the UW Marching Band. 50-year union tradition, Badger Bash is free and open to the public. More details on what's happening in the 608 up on channel3000.com. Gonna be a busy one.
Yes. I can't remember the last time I've been ice skating. I think I was probably like 12.
Ooh, that sounds like a team thing that we need to do.
Maybe, you might be on to something.
Wait till you see me on the skates. I'm from Minnesota, so.
He knows what he's doing.
So you're good with the skates?
I'm pretty good with the skates.
Me, not so much. I'm more like Urkel on the skates, but it's okay. Did I do that type of energy? That is where I'm at.
Hey, everyone's different. Everyone's different on the ice, right?
Well, that would make for some good TV.
That really would.
It might be worth the
put
trip.
something up our sleeve.
We're going to figure something out. I can tell you that.
Hey, Josh, thanks, buddy.
You bet.
Josh is always looking for inspiration to share in the 608. Got an idea? Reach out and let him know about it.
Now to a News 3 Now exclusive. In September, we reported on the passing of Whitewater basketball legend Chris Davis Sr.
Well, now his son is headed to play D1 ball. Our Tanisha Shaw tells us how the Davis family is honoring Chris's legacy.
Wisconsin's 2023 to 2024 lead scorer is committing to Arkansas State. Chris Davis Jr. is excited to head to the D1 college. He spent his entire high school career in Sun Prairie under the tutelage of his father, Chris Davis Sr.
Sometimes I look at Chris and I'll be like, you know, you got a lot of your dad in you. Like, you both work so hard to get to where you want to be, and you're both so determined.
Chris Jr. says he's happy to be living out his father's wildest dreams through basketball.
I just know my dad would be extremely happy at me right now, because he always told me, like, you can always be great.
Davis Sr. died in his sleep in September. He's known as a father and local sports giant, helping UW-Whitewater win 2 national championships and remaining the only Warhawk to win Player of the Year in 2012.
If you ask my dad, he could have went farther in basketball, but he stopped because of me. And I always think about that every single day, is that my dad stopped playing ball, he wanted to live his dream under me. So I feel like I need to work myself out harder every day.
This is Davis Jr.'s first basketball season without his coach and dad. He plans to remain consistent and see a state win.
Just because I committed don't mean I can stop working, man. I still got to put in the work that I still put in.
He plans to honor his father's legacy by making him proud.
So I work out so much so I can get him, so he could be happy for me.
Reporting in Sun Prairie, Tanasia Shaw, News 3 Now.
I'm so glad that legacy continues through his son. I know Chris Davis Sr. made a big impact, so.
Yeah, doing right by his dad, pushing on, following his dream with his dad in mind. He would be so proud. We're all rooting for you.
Yes, congratulations. Well, coming up in the morning sprint, new findings on rates of diabetes treatment.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know. We'll show their picture on TV. We'll be right back with the morning sprint right after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from major brands, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. Hot tub swim spas and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at Bachman Pool Spas and Saunas.
After my son was born, I was having a hard time leaving him, only being able to see him once before going to work and then once before bed. That's just not enough time.
At my old job, my entire check went to daycare to pay to be away from my child. We bring our kids with us in the mornings and they ride with us on our routes and then they go to school.
I'm on a route where I'm the one dropping my kids off at school. It's been phenomenal.
Being able to bring them with me has been really great for our family.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month or get 3.99% APR for 72 months on a new Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
This is for all the lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas this weekend only. Hot tubs from major brands, all discounted. Swim spas up to $20,000 off. Hot tub swim spas and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County. Donate or volunteer.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Republicans are set to keep control of the U.S. House. It's expected to help President-elect Donald Trump implement his agenda. 6 races are still to be decided. Currently, Republicans have 218 seats in the chamber. That's just enough to hold the majority. It could be a slim majority. That's because Trump has chosen 3 House Republicans to join his administration.
In the Senate, Republicans will be back in control and have a new leader, Senator John Thune. Senate Republicans used secret ballots, which are typically used by both parties to select their leaders. Thune is in his 4th Senate term and is part of the Republican Party's more traditional wing. Senator Thune will replace longtime leader Mitch McConnell.
And a member of the Sun Prairie Area School Board is now out. Alan Foster resigned over the handling of a former principal's departure. In a Facebook post, Foster cited issues related to black staff members historically. This comes about 3 weeks after the district announced Renee Coleman would no longer serve as principal of East High School.
New report by the CDC shedding some light into that McDonald's E. coli outbreak. The CDC says at least 104 people have now gotten sick. 34 ended up in the hospital. The CDC believes slivered onions are the source of the outbreak. They rolled out the beef patties.
Some people may see an increase in utility bills over the next 2 years. The Wisconsin Public Service Commission is approving rate increases for WEC Energy Group. By 2026, the average We Energy's customer can expect to pay up to $26 more a month for their utilities. And for WPS, it would be $16 more. The parent company says the rate increases will help their sustainability efforts.
More than half of people with diabetes are not receiving treatment. A worldwide study by The Lancet looked at more than 800 million diabetics worldwide and found that treatment rates are dangerously low, especially in low and middle income countries. The number of people with diabetes worldwide has quadrupled since 1990.
The latest Consumer Price Index report shows inflation is slightly picking back up. It rose 2.6% last month. That's a slight increase from September. It comes even as the Federal Reserve has begun cutting interest rates and grocery store prices are beginning to cool. The report shows higher housing and transportation costs contributed to the uptick.
Paris is bracing for more pro-Palestinian protests. This is ahead of the men's soccer match between France and Israel. Around 4,000 security officers will be on hand. It follows a match in Amsterdam last week where Dutch and Israeli fans violently clashed. The match today is part of the UEFA Nations League. It begins at 1:45.
Well, early this morning, we're still dealing with some visibility issues and heavier rain pretty much north of Madison, but still a light drizzle. And that could lead to wet spots or areas on roadways that have led to seeing some water pile up, parking lots, areas like that. So just be careful, maybe allow a little bit of extra time this morning. But temperatures, they're not a problem. We're in the mid-40s right now, and we'll see temperatures warm to the lower 50s today, 40 tonight. Mid to upper 50s over the weekend, and that carries into early next week. But Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll see a strong low track, and we could see some rain at least to start, and then maybe some snow. So
he's just waiting
still
for you to
far
say
out.
it.
It's a
Just waiting to say it.
It's time. Let's do it.